God has a plan too, because like, look, I guess, cause I, I didn't watch it for a long time. Like I didn't, and I really, cause I was busy raising my daughters, and there was a reason why. Thank God I didn't, because if I did, forget about it. It would have like, I would have like forget about it. Like watch, seeing the shit that they said, it's crazy. And I'm glad I didn't, because I did keep the peace while my parents were alive. Because like no parents want to see their kids fight, So I guess there was a reason why I wasn't watching it. Like I believe in all that, hon. I really do. I believe that's the reason why I didn't watch it, just to keep the peace all these years,
Absolutely. Now that you have this incredible podcast, of course, we know that there are a few other either housewives or Bravo talent who might have a podcast. And I'm just curious, how do you feel when people compare you to other podcasts, like maybe Two Teas in a Pod?
Well, comparing which way? What would they say?
I mean, like if they're like, well, say like, because Two Teas in a Pod heavily focuses on Tamra and Teddi. They heavily focus on Bravo Hot Topics, but I get people.
And they're shit starters, right?
I mean, listen, sometimes you said it. You said it, Teresa. Yeah. I didn't say that.
Well, that's the difference. It's like they're based about like around Bravo, and,
it's all drama with them. Like we don't want to be like that. We want it to be positive. Like I'm all about like being namaste, being like positive, putting positive energy out there. Lifting woman empowerment, lifting each other up, not tearing each other down, and having people on and talking about each other. And like, just to get clicks. I don't want to be that kind of podcast. I want to be like helping women and, lifting each other up. Listen, I mean, of course we're going to all talk about some drama, but I mean, I feel like that's all they focus on is like negativity stuff. And I don't like that. I want to be more positive.
Right. No, I completely agree with that. And, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. And after
do you agree, Melissa?
Yeah. I mean, that's the difference, right? It's just like, we're not going to do like a Bravo based podcast.
Right.
We're do life. We'll hit on Bravo. But we do life. So I think that's the difference. If anyone would say, well, how do you like them? Or are you guys like them? I think that's what separates us and makes us different, and with others too.
And I feel like that's so important to everything that both of you ladies just said, because we went through a pandemic. We went through such a dark time for everyone where it was just negative. And it was like people were grasping for straws to find a positive moment in all of it. So why would you want to come out of that and spew more negativity when you could be uplifting other people? And I get exactly where you're going.
Yeah. Like, I mean, for instance, like, I talked about stuff that happened in my life, and I know we got a lot of like feedback and emails saying like, that, I inspire women. Like I've gotten them through dark times. Same thing with Melissa. She talked about something that happened in her life, and she helped other women out there that, and that's, and like, to me, I love getting those kind of emails. Like that's the kind of response I want to get.
It's the best.
Yeah, not talking about like drama, like that's all. That's it's like be more positive in life. Like spread the love, do more of that out there.
From your mouth to God's ears.
Yeah, try that.
Yeah, like one of the episodes I talked about, I opened up just because, like, of course we talk about real things that happen in our lives. Like I was very, very like physically abused, and I talked about it for the first time in 10 years on Namaste, but why? Just so, we could help others. Like the whole point was to be like, this is why, like, we're talking about this to help others. There's a way out, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, like if there's someone else going through that, there's a way out. Don't be stuck.
Abuse, divorce, cheating, whatever it is. Adam, like the messages that we get are just the best. I listen to it while I'm driving, this or moms, it's just an escape, right? It's a nice escape. And that's what we want people to feel happy, feel it's fun, an escape, maybe it's helpful. So, it's amazing. And all the messages that we get and the support, it's absolutely incredible.
You both also have so much to be grateful for too. I mean, Melissa, you have such a cute little son and daughter, like such a cute little family over there. And then Teresa Gia is now wanting to become a lawyer. And she's, I mean, just watching the milestones. And of course, we remember her from being so little on the show to just being this grown woman who has her own opinions. And she's like, I'm going to take the world by the kahunas,
And Gabriella just committed. She's going to the University of Michigan.
Wow.
Yeah.
You both, that's what I mean, is you both have to be so proud and so grateful because there's so many amazing things happening in your life. So when you say, why talk about negative when we could just share that and spread it? And it's infectious. Positivity can be infectious. And I love that that's where you're leaning into, because it's so easy to be negative and rip people apart. It's the easiest thing in the world, right? But it sometimes can be challenging to kind of navigate in a positive space when everyone especially is trying to tear you down. And Melissa, you're kind of collateral damage too, because if there's anyone who feels like they need to pick a side on the show or might not lean in Teresa's favor, well, then you're automatically,
right.
You're a sinking ship as well. Right. When we all know this is no sinking ship, right?
Right. Well, and that's, I like that though, because actually it just happened yesterday, Adam, after you and I were talking, someone had posted something and everyone was like, yo, that they don't like Teresa. They say shit about Teresa. So I was like, and they posted something. But I will sit there and be like, what's your deal? Like, why can we talk? Like, I will talk, like, I'm not going to just sit there and like, oh, this is an asshole. And they say bad stuff about us. So I like to talk. Like, what's your deal? Why don't you like us? Maybe there's something you don't know, so and like you said, people just need positivity. Everything just is so dark. Then for the last few years, a lot of things are tough and difficult. Now it's like, we just need to kind of move the needle and move it the other way into happiness and fun and positivity and all that. And that's exactly why, Adam, I'm also a certified nutritionist. I became a nutritionist during the pandemic. And, that's another thing. I just did it because I want to be able to help people and be positive. And like, you want to lose weight or you want to get your life together with eating or whatever with nutrition, I'm here to help you. So, that's Teresa and I just are about that.
I feel like Melissa has no problem having the conversation, whether it's like good or bad. Do you think she could cut it as a housewife?
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
I'm moving to Jersey. We already just talked about Dolores, Teresa, and I were literally just talking about that this morning.
That's hilarious. Now,
I'm house and I'm moving. Maybe it's the new blonde Melissa is coming in.
Uh-oh. Watch out. No.
Yes.
I wanted to ask you too, since Jersey got brought up a little bit, and of course we don't have to talk about anything that you don't want to talk about, but even when you say like closing this chapter, wouldn't that be so awkward when they put you in a filming situation next season together, if in fact everyone does return? Like, or are you able to just kind of switch it off and be like, no, this is work. I'm showing up for a job. And
oh yeah, no, I mean, we're not speaking, and I don't see any time soon that we're going to be speaking. So I guess, I don't know what's going to happen,
Just shut it off.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Teresa has the ability to do that. It's like she's able to kind of compartmentalize.
I'm not allowing this, Melissa says it in her interview, the toxicity. So she needs to take her advice. We both need, keep the toxicity out. And that's it. That's what I'm focusing on.